Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the Dear John Show, Sunday, the 30th of September 2018. And it's great to be back among you guys, poets, viewers, listeners, the whole lot. It's been a great week. Enjoyed every minute of it. Looking so forward to getting here. Hello, Nina Tilo. It's great to see you there. Well, what can I say? I've got quite a lot of poetry for tonight, for the lot of us to be in on. I had something up on my phone just a second ago. I was browsing the internet before I came on, and I was going across silly crimes and criminals involved in it. Do you know what? Some of them are absolutely hair-raising. You have to wonder how some of these people got to get onto the street, never mind into crime. This is brilliant. Have a listen to this. Don't you hate it when you suffer a heart attack and think you're going to die? So you confess to a 17-year-old murder, only to find out you're not going to die. And then get sentenced to life in prison as a result. Yeah, so does James Washington of Nashville, because it happened to him. And that's straight from the Huffington Post. And that's not fake news, that's real news. Real news. And I love the next one. The next one is a real karma one. Hello, Robert Woods, how are you? And Marna Dupree, how are you? Following a dispute, Craig Aylesworth of Bithlow, Florida, allegedly tossed a Molotov cocktail at his neighbour's trailer home, just as the wind shifted, sending embers onto his own trailer. Luckily, he was arrested, since this dumb criminal no longer had a home of his own to return to. Well, we reap what we sow. Hello, Kathy. How are you, Kathy? Kathy Wagner Coates. I love this one. This is brilliant. This is when they first started putting the GPS onto the iPhone, yeah? A San Francisco thief pedalled his bike up to a woman on the sidewalk, snatched the iPhone out of her hands, and rode away. Unknown to him, the woman was in the middle of demonstrating the iPhone's new GPS tracking system, which worked. The thief was captured only minutes later. I just love it. I think that is just brilliant. Hello, Chris Edrich. How are you, Chris? Great to see you in too. And Sheila Webb. Hello, Sheila. Oh, I'm not joking. Honest to God, I just love how these things work out. I really and truly do. Let me see. There's a lady there that just got me eye on. Well, I don't mean that way. Cut it out, you lot. Where is your minds at all? I'm gonna add this lady now. Right in. Let's see. Who have we got? Good God, Facebook, it's getting longer and longer to get somebody in here. Hello, Dale Warren. How are you, Dale? But this lady will be in. Jesse, how are you, Jesse Batista? Jesse, you got a poem coming on tonight? Indeed you do. Well, either I'm gone dead or this is just not connecting. I don't know what's that. There she is. Comedy hour coming the woman herself, Marna Dupree Badrow. How are you, Marna? How has your week been?
Well, let's see. My birthday was Wednesday.
Happy birthday. Happy
Well,
birthday. Where's the cake?
Well, remember, I can't eat cake except angel food cake. So I bought myself an angel food cake.
We like angel food cake. We love it. Hello, Diane Reed Burgess. Or Diane Burgess. How are you, Diane? Come on.
I said angel food is the only thing I can eat.
Is it?
I did.
It's
all gone.
You're not looking for sympathy here, are you, by any chance? You're not getting any.
Nope.
That's okay. So thank goodness for that. You ain't getting none from me anyway.
My mom's cake bakery, and I was the one that was allowed to do the cleaning because I couldn't eat I couldn't eat any of the fillings and stuff. So she knew they were safe.
Typical. Absolutely typical.
I couldn't eat it.
How long is it going to take for my piece to get here?
I don't know.
Oh, man.
There's none left.
There's nothing like a dry coffee, I suppose, yeah?
Well, I know, but,
Oh, well, then. Hello, Kerry.
That's what it is. It is what it is. I'm so sorry. I will say I enjoyed it.
Oh, it's okay. I'll nip out to the shop when I'm finished here tonight, and I'll get
I
myself a
I know
cake.
you'll pay me back later. I understand that. Okay.
Thank goodness, an understanding woman for once in my life. Wow.
Don't get used to it. If John were here, John would be telling you it's said. No, I'm no. I was one of those wives that it's like okay, whatever. But then when I came to be, like okay, look, I understood you. You got to understand me, and that's how it works.
Yeah.
And he would just look at me like, yeah, I know, in his Iowa accent. If I really wanted to get him, I'd go, Mesha, you know how it goes down here. If you don't, this is how it is.
You know, Dale Warren, you're spot on. You can't have your cake and eat it too. Especially with Myrna. You can't get any cake to eat it too.
No, I'm
God.
not. There's no more to share.
Exactly. My sentiments.
I didn't buy a big one. I bought a little bitty one.
Oh, here we go. Here come the excuses now.
No,
Absolute
because
excuses. I bought a little one.
no, because I know I can't eat a lot of it. Because remember, I'm diabetic.
But I'm not.
Well, that's too bad.
Exactly. Yeah, it seems to be so
Well, no.
too bad.
Anyway, that's what happened Wednesday. I had to do blood work, so I had to fast for my birthday.
Oh my God. It's a good job it was on Wednesday because I'm not allowed to eat cakes on Wednesdays. Only on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm not allowed to eat
Okay, now
cakes on Wednesday.
eat cake on Wednesday. I'd like to hear this explanation.
No, I'm just not allowed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm just not allowed.
That's a cakeless day.
Do you know what, Chris? I
There's
would
a
love to be
poem
able to
in there
keep my hair
somewhere. You
on.
know that. There's a poem in there somewhere. You know that, right?
Oh, Sheila, did you hear that? Look, why share the cake, Marna, when it's your birthday? And it's emphasized as your birthday. Oh my God, I think I'm gonna get outnumbered here. I might as well nip it in the bud. I ain't gonna
Well,
get
here's the thing,
anywhere.
though. I'm someone who, I tell the kids, I don't need a birthday gift. I mean, I'm not into that. Um, so my birthday gift from my son, my younger son, and his wife and the two kids is that he called me on the way home from picking up the kids from daycare, and they sang "Happy Birthday" to me. And you know the part, the "Happy Birthday, dear," whatever.
Yeah.
I got "Happy Birthday, dear Momo Monkey." Well, that made my day. Okay.
So you were made up. Lovely. Absolutely lovely.
I know it was like they call me Momo Monkey. I love it. It's so cute, and the 7-year-old and the 2-year-old are singing it together. That was the best. That was the best birthday gift I could get. Right there.
It's the simple things in life, isn't it? Absolutely the
Well,
simple things
exactly.
in life. Yeah.
Like what I tell them. I said, look, I don't spend money on a gift for my birthday because it's just a day to me. It's just a day.
Yeah.
Yes, it does mark the day I was born, and there's a lot of days going by in between now because I was 64 on Wednesday.
You have a great way of keeping your age down to days instead of years. When it's my birthday, it's a year. Yours is just a day.
Well, yeah,
Wow. I
but it
love it. I
is.
love the way women think. It just does my crust in at
No,
this.
no,
Yeah.
no, no, no. Somebody asked me, well, do you feel 64? This is you're going to love my response. Well, my mind does it, but my body argues. My body
Yes.
says, shut up on that, but my mind is like, I'm never going to, like my kids say, if I ever acted my age, they would put me in a home then because they'd really be worried about me. My mind is always going to be who I am. I mean, where I am. But the body argues. It's like going, okay, you are getting old.
Look at that. Dale Warren has cheesecake in his fridge. They're just teasing me now. Yes, Jesse, I want cheesecake as well. I
Hey,
want
that's
Dale's
okay.
cheesecake. Hello,
You're,
Anthony King.
this is your ball game. Have at it.
Sheila, he's not going to share. He's just going to tease us with his cheesecake. Tease us. Wow. What can I say? I like cheesecake. I
You know
like.
what my mom used to do with kids? My mom every Sunday, because we'd go over there for Sunday dinner, and she'd always have a layer cake. You know, this is before mom was, had Alzheimer's and stuff. She'd always have her layer cake. This is when the bakery was there, and she'd always bake one for the next day. And the kids would get there, and they'd be like running to the snack bar to see what kind of cake it was, and then you'd hear her going, "But you can't have any until after you eat dinner, and you got to eat all your dinner. Dinner here is lunch." You know. Um, so and the kids would just look at it. I'm like, mom, it really is kind of mean. I said, then I'm thinking, wait a minute, that's what you used to do to us. So hey, that's how it is, kids. This is Mama's house, Mama's rules, okay?
Stop typing
And
with
my
your
mom,
mouth full, Dale. Good God, have some manners.
um,
God, Jesse,
but yeah,
cheesecake with
but
bacon. Oh my
my
God.
my cousin took me to eat on Wednesday, and because he brought me from my labs, my blood work, and but it was poured. It poured all day long, and we get because I just like to go to Wendy's. I like fast food, and so we get there, and I'm like, okay, look, you picked me up after the blood work, so I wouldn't have to walk in the rain. Are you going to drop me off right here so I walk? He goes, no. He says we're going to get wet together. So we did. We got a little bit damp, and then when we got done, it was not. It wasn't raining anymore. So I said, he goes, look, you can go ahead and have a cigarette before you get in there. And I mean, I could start to feel the spits. I was like done. And he's like, how fast are you gonna throw that cigarette in the ashtray? I said, right now. I get home and it was pouring. And he's like, are you sure you can make it up the ramp okay? And I went, well, I ain't been drinking, so I guess I'll be okay.
Oh man, what do you like?
Oh, gosh.
So tell me, tonight who have you got on the show? Who have you brought for us? I know you
Tonight,
sent it to me.
I know I did. I have brought a, a, actually two newbies, I think. Let me double check. I think it's two newbies and an oldie.
Mm.
I have brought Craig J. Burt, which is a
Hmm.
newbie, and I brought um, Tizzy Taylor, which is not a newbie. I don't think. I think we've read Tizzy before.
I couldn't say. There's that many I can't remember mine.
I know. And then the other oldie, God, yeah, she's getting oldie. It's me. I'm gonna read one of my own tonight
Oh
because
God.
I
Here
do
we
that every
go.
week. So
Gotta listen to about your cake and now your poetry. There's no setback to the
you don't have to
sufferance.
read mine. I'll find something else real quick.
No, gonna have one of yours.
That could be my birthday present.
Oh, it's your birthday
And then
present.
I won't read one of mine for weeks to come. How's that?
Oh, here we
Deal, deal.
go. Good Lord, acting like a woman again. Stop it.
Well, I get on the church bus this morning, and one of the bus drivers, that's all he ever calls me is woman. And I'm like, one of these days you're going to call me man and you're going to be dead. That's like the one who keeps calling me Myra, and his name is Ricky. So I'm getting off the bus at church, and I'm looking at him. I said, well, thank you, Rocky.
Hello, Jennifer. Good day, all.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, tell me.
What
Tell me.
fun.
Well, what I'm going to do this evening with you, Marna, you got three, you said, didn't you?
Yep,
You got two
that's it.
neighbours and you said, and I've got three sitting in front of me here on the first half, yeah? And what
Okay.
I'll do is I'll play swaps with you, yeah? You get it
Okay, I'm good
started.
at playing.
You get it started off with your first one, and I'll follow with one of
Okay,
mine, and we'll go through it this way, yeah?
okay, works for me.
Brilliant.
Did you have any quotes? because I didn't load up any.
I didn't load any up. So that's why I started the show with the villains, the silly criminals. Yeah. I've got another couple of them for later on as well. You know, honest to God, I read these and I thought, how in God's name did you get dressed this morning? Wow.
Who, me?
No, these criminals. I mean,
Oh,
the guy goes out, he has a heart attack and confesses to a murder 17 years ago and lives to get a prison sentence for life. What a fool. Keep your mouth shut.
no, 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 no. Silly criminals is when you shoplift meat. And then when you get caught, you say, well, I couldn't help it. I was hungry. And the response to that was, well, you shouldn't be hungry for all the meat you've been stealing. So,
Yeah. Could have knocked at my door
or
and sold me some for the
the
cheapie.
one who shoplift pork chops and put them in his pocket. Now, I would not eat a pork chop that I put in my pocket.
I have one for later, and I'm not going to give it away, but when I read it, I thought, Karma is one beautiful bitch. Absolutely. She is absolutely fantastic. She has no mercy for anybody. When she strikes, she strikes.
Oh, no, 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 no. I got you beat there.
I love the
We had an
Karma.
we had an incident not long ago here, not in my area directly, but in a neighboring area, where a guy was running away from the police. Okay, and he was flagging down this car, and he flagged down the car, and he says, "Look, the police are after me," and he goes, and I don't know what to do. And she says, "Oh, you can get in here." He gets in the car, and she brings him right to the police station. Why? Because she happened to be an off-duty police officer.
Oh, I love it. Hello, Marion Finch. Hi, Marion. How are you? Marion has a poem on tonight as well. I think Jennifer has that one for
Cool.
Marianne. Yes. So go on. I'm going to let you get
No,
started, Marla.
you said okay. I'm going first, and then you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
You have to go
No, it's
first. You're the guest. So you've got to go first.
I gotta go first. I'm the guest. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh wait, let me get my glasses.
Oh my God.
Well, no, I can probably read it. It's okay. It's okay.
No, no, no.
It's
Get your
hey.
glasses. I've got all night. It's okay. Go get your glasses.
No, I'm fine.
Oh, stop being a woman. Get your glasses. Go
No,
on.
I don't know how to be anything else. Okay, I'm good. Here I am. I'm good. You ready?
Okay. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay. This is by Craig J. Burt, and it's titled "Maybe I Would." I'm gonna try harder to touch the sky. I won't be afraid to wipe the tears from my eyes. To be free is a good thing. To live life is hard, but I must face it. Maybe I would. Maybe I should. I know I could. Maybe I would. I'm going to try harder to be the best. I won't feel down when reality slaps my face. To be free is a good feeling. So glad to be alive. At least I'm trying. Maybe I would. Maybe I should. I know I could. Maybe I could. I know I will today.
Oh, there's a lot of hope in that one, Marna. A lot of
I
hope in that
loved
one.
I loved it.
Wow.
I loved
It's the one thing we should never give up is hope. Keep
Yes.
searching, keep searching, keep searching. Something's going to come around that corner and meet you.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's like, and if nothing changes, we'll find a way to be content where you are,
Yes.
and don't wallow in self pity, because self pity gets you nowhere.
It doesn't get you nowhere whatsoever. It absolutely slaps you down.
Well,
Absolutely.
yeah. I mean, that's like with me with my blindness. People people pity me, and I'm like, don't waste your time on that, because I don't pity myself.
Yeah.
And if I don't pity myself, you ain't got no right to pity me.
Exactly. Nobody has the right to do so. It's so humiliating. So
It is.
humiliating.
It is, because when you pity me, you're putting me down.
Yes.
because you don't think I have a full life. Well, I got news for you. I've probably done things in my life that would surprise you. So if you want to pity me, go right ahead. But you might want to change places with me if you find out everything I've done in my
Yeah,
world.
there's nothing in this world
Yeah.
perfect. Everything has a flaw. That's why it was the world it was made to be.
Both of my brothers were involved with. They belonged to charitable clubs that raised money for children. Like one raised, I mean, his group raised I don't know how much money for Shriners, the Shriners Hospital here, which is what takes care of children, and things like that. And like I said, and I did so much work for the school, volunteer work for the school, and my favorite thing to do was to tutor and to teach kids how to read better, how to spell, because I know how important even that is in this world and education. And it's like, don't judge me because I'm blind, because I'm gonna tell you what, people, yeah, I'd fool you,
Yeah, you fooled me.
especially my
Been
brother.
fooling me for a year or so, but how and ever.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead. You're
I've
next.
just seen a new name come in. Almira I. Virola. Thank you, Almira. She's just giving a nice compliment on the poem. That's it. Just thought I'd
Okay.
give the girl recognition, yeah? So I have one
Okay.
here called Swept Away by John Hurley.
Mm.
I've got to get a rhythm in this in my mind before I start it, guys, because there is a rhythm to this one. A wise adage suggests there is a thing we never miss. No one is accused of failing when ignorance is bliss. We live all our lives within a set of fixed conditions. Ambitions drive us on, and we stand by our convictions. But the knowledge of impending death has much to say. Swiftly its broom sweeps the path to the future away. For many years I lay in ignorance of what may come. My days ambled forth like a train labouring under the sun. The future informed the present with its mystery and hope. Though it still hadn't arrived, the future held incredible scope. Now the future stands before me like a lonely spectral ghost, inviting me into its yawning abyss like an overeager host. Soon enough, body, broom, and pat will all be swept away, falling leaves in autumn at the mercy of forceful wind at play. And it's true. 1 minute life is going great, next minute it's blown away. But it depends on
Sure.
when the door closes, when you walk into the next one that opens. You gotta get. It's not just gonna be a door open. Sometimes you gotta turn the handle of life, Marna, to go through that
Well, sure
door,
you do.
don't you?
I mean, look, for me, I could have just chosen not to have the eye surgery that I did. But, I'm not somebody living what if, because if I wouldn't have done the eye surgery, I would have lost vision in my left eye for sure, if not both eyes.
Yes,
So I'm like, I took a chance.
you did,
The chance paid.
and it
But
paid
even
off.
if it would have paid off, I would have still not regretted taking the chance.
Exactly, because you had the choice and you made your choice. You stick by your choices. Hello, Maxwell Ryder. How are you, friend?
Made
Maxwell
my
has one
choice.
tonight as well.
Whoa!
Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Sheila.
You did a good job.
But the what you make out of the, I mean, we've got quite an amount of poetry. There's some good poetry here tonight. It's always good poetry here, not just tonight. Every time we come on,
Oh, I know. I know. Are you ready for me to
I
read my
am
next one?
ready for you, Marna.
Oh God, that's scary.
Well, for your poem. God, you bring the worst out of me, even on live TV. Good God, woman.
Oh, come on now. Really? Okay. This is Untitled by Tizzy Taylor. Do you not see the rainbow spilling color from both sides? The rise of the morning sun, all glory, less glory hides. Sweeping breathless the willow, fly golden moons and shadows. seep sweetly as new dawn breaks. Only then my darling goes, gentle lips upon my cheek, forged in dreams the day has lost, watery depths, unknown, I roam. Tick tock, tick tock, time unwound. Do you not see the rainbow draped across a summer sky? Soaked in tears, those forgotten rise in flight, a lover's sigh.
Oh, I love a lover's sigh. Been a
I
while, but
know.
I love a lover's sigh. Oh, wow. Dear, 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 dear. You've been out on the hump,
That's
to you, haven't you?
one. I
Real
love it.
romantic tonight, you are.
I know.
Wow. What am I supposed to say? Mine are totally opposite to
Oh,
what
wait,
you're
wait.
bringing.
Look, before he gets to say I'm a romantic, I did. You remember last week I did say I was going to write a hickory dickory dockery hockery dockery poem. I did, but I chose not to post it because I didn't want to offend anybody.
Especially the mouse. We'd have had a mouse riot on our hands.
Oh
Hello,
God.
Sus Hamburg. Welcome in. And Alahana Isgrig. How are you, Alahana? And thank you, Diane, for the lovely compliment.
I'll catch up with all the comments later. That's
I
too hard
know,
for me
it's
to
too
see.
hard. It's me too. I'm finding it very hard. I'm just getting as it's going by. I
Yeah.
have I have another a new poet to me because I've not read this poet before. A Remembrance by Bruce A. McCausland. And
Yeah,
it's,
he's good. I read him.
have you read him? Yeah, I've not read
Yes,
this
I've
poet before, so bear with me a second. There's a sound to this one as well. Yeah.
seconds over. Sorry.
Okay. A Remembrance by Bruce A. McCausland. Death, who are you calling? Did I hear my name? Is it upon the tongues of men, seeking wealth and fame? Death, who picks your battles, the places and the date? Do you favour those lingering, who suffer the longest wait? Could it be the die you cast reveals to you the number of the souls departing that suffer from want and hunger? Can you feel the misery and pain of those who cry for release? Do you favour the old and weak who yearn to rest in peace? Death, where is your comfort? Does it lay upon fields of clover? What open wounds are finally closed after the battles are over? Death, where is your victory? Does it lie upon those fields where mankind takes up arms, rattling their swords and shields, until the day when humanity learns to never again toil at war? Death will be there, waiting to always even the score.
Mm. Mm.
Death does that,
Man, you
doesn't
found
it?
him there.
Hey?
You found a lot of gems tonight too. Oh,
But I've got a gem right in front of me now. And she's going to read one of her own, isn't she?
oh yes. Thank you for calling me a gem.
Oh, you're
I want to be a
welcome.
sapphire. I'm a gem. I want to be a sapphire because that's my birth
Ah,
sign.
you don't get to choose.
Oh, come on now. That's not right.
I like Amber's. She lives in number 82, by the
Oh,
way. Yeah.
no, but I did. I asked John if I could read this one this week. Okay, this is by me, Myrna Dupre Bachelor, and the title of the poem is "In the Quietness." A fragile flower, wilting into nothingness, struggling to thrive. She has felt the pain of loss, the brutal reality of grief, and has heard the somber tomes of lonely. But she has also come to know that when the world is still, alone in the quietness, where echoes live, where dreams rest, and where her next breath waits to be taken, she feels closest to him and his guidance. Often the sweetest memories come to her when she needs them most, in the quietness, when all is still and she forgets to breathe, where an echo becomes a whisper, and she is and she is nourished once more, struggling to thrive. Strength builds from fragility, and the flower blooms.
That's beautiful, then. Absolutely
Thank you.
beautiful. I love when nature and life are put side by side, and all of our thoughts and our memories and our every moment counts in life, Marna. Every single moment has a count.
Hmm.
We just don't count them enough. We really and truly don't. We let so many go by. We forget about them.
Hmm.
Wow.
I mean, I don't have to tell you what that's about,
No, you don't.
you know. And but yeah, I got through it.
Yes.
Um, because, like I said, I've known for a lot of years now that that's what he would want me to do, and not stay in that moment. He would like for me to, and I do. We actually had a laugh the other day. Me and the kids did, because my daughter-in-law went to Iowa for a rescue trip. She works for an animal shelter, and they went for a rescue trip to Iowa, and she bought a football shirt for their college football team, the one that they're known the best for. She bought a football shirt that it's like one that his daddy had, and but a different color shirt. And I thought, that was really sweet. And I'm like, yeah, remember, I was gonna make him. I was gonna take my alma mater and then that school's alma mater and put them together. That way, whenever the schools played each other, all he had to do was turn this way or that way, so he wouldn't have to decide before. And those
Oh,
are the memories that we love and that keep us going.
yes, they are. They're the best memories. Yes, of
But
course they are.
when I wrote, yeah, it was, it touches my heart, but at the same time, I can do that kind of poem now, and I'm okay with it.
Yes, and you can tell you're okay with it just by the way you've written it. Well, I'm gonna give you a thrill, poetry thrill, which
Okay,
take you out on one by Jesse Batista. Jesse's in the audience with us, yeah, and it's called
okay,
Proclamation. And I like deep and dark and ones that can really play with the mind. And Jesse's done a beauty here, absolute beautiful piece here. I like this one. And it's called Proclamation. What shall come of the forsaken people? What is that which lies outside the realm of the underworld? The barren outskirts where the flames of hell cannot burn. It's a place where the fallen angel himself, even with his legions of ghouls and demonic armies, dare not tread. A dwelling, perhaps only of the mind's conjuring, that is disassociated, isolated, and unincorporated, where the misfits, dissidents, and freaks, the truly damned souls escape and find solitude in the silent hush, peace in the utter darkness and comfort in the vast nothingness. A space where time is but a distant, horrid memory. Hear this proclamation. Come now, all ye who are exceptional and extraordinary. Take solace in the freedom of self. Feel whole and unabridged in your distinctiveness. Know the calm of desolation and the warmth of the dark shadows. Take a seat. You are home. Welcome to the abyss. Oh,
So I like that.
I like it, Jesse. I do like it.
Way to
Yes.
go, Jesse.
Oh, I like that.
And I'm
Oh.
not usually one who likes the darker poetry, but I love that. You had me
Whoa.
going, come on, line. What's the next line? What's the next line?
Doesn't it want you? Doesn't it make you want to pray in a way? Wow.
It makes me want to go, I'm not sure I'm going to open that door.
Yeah,
Nope.
definitely. Yes.
That's a great job, Jesse.
I
I like
love that
that.
one. Well done. Spooky. It was spooky. Yes, Sheila, definitely spooky.
Yes, it was spooky, but it was spooky in a way that even I could tolerate. And it's hard for me to say that because I don't usually tolerate the spooky.
Well, Mina, guess what?
I'm done.
I know you're done. Guess who's just waiting now? We have our
Jennifer,
guest. Yes, we have our guest lady who came in to stand in for Christine. Jennifer is there.
Jennifer.
Jennifer's there. She is. I've been waiting and waiting and waiting for the camera to come back up, and it's come back up now. So I've got her on a live camera.
Yeah, well, I'll say goodbye real quick because if I don't, something will happen and the camera will go bye bye.
It'll be gone. Mina, have a lovely week ahead. Thanks a million for tonight, darling.
Tomorrow I get my results and I'll let you know what they are.
Let us know how you
So
do, please. Yes, good luck. Best wishes. Mina, see you on
thank you.
Sunday. Please, God.
Yep, I'll be there next Sunday.
Bye-bye.
I'll go fishing starting Monday, starting
Oh,
tomorrow.
yeah. Love you to
You know, I'll
bits.
go fishing.
Yeah.
Love you to bits.
See you
Bye bye,
later.
y'all. Love y'all too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
There's Mina, the pre-Vagino. In again, never lets me down. Always sitting there waiting for me at the other side. Absolutely fantastic. Oh, Jesse, thank you very much for giving us the poem to read. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely made up. And as I said, I've got another lady that's going to be coming in to read it, you know. And her name, Jennifer Polonetsky. Jennifer's going to be coming in. And I've got
Hey,
Jennifer. Hello. How are
how
you?
are you?
Hey,
I'm
good.
good. I'm good.
Excellent. Did you get your coffee?
Yep.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Got your coffee. Excellent. Well, now I know. Now I know you're up and you're parked and you're ready to go. That's absolutely fabulous.
I hit the snooze button one too many times.
Did you?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes. I was sharing my bed
good.
with my cat is a hog. She's she they always say that you can tell someone who's got a cat because they've always got a bit of a curve in their back because you try and sleep around the cat. That was my cat last night. She was stubborn. She wouldn't move.
Oh,
Painful.
for the cat. No.
Yeah. No, for me.
Oh God. Well, how's your week been?
Yeah, it's been busy. I'm really busy at work, so it's a busy time of the year for us at work. But children are on holidays now, so you know the house will be trashed every day. That'll be delightful. And I just my don't go there. But
The little things
it's
in
been a
life,
great
isn't
week.
it?
You know, it's just a bit of mess. What can you do?
Yeah,
Just close
exactly. Yeah. Once you close the door, that's it. It's done.
But it's funny. I was looking everywhere for my tripod for my camera, and I left it on the coffee table last Sunday when I was on the show on Monday. And do you think I can find it? I was like a Tasmanian devil going, "Where's my tripod? Where's my tripod?" And my kids are so angry at me because I'm always accusing them of taking my things. I can't find it, of course. So it doesn't matter. What can you do?
And nobody's took it, of course.
That's my life.
No. Yeah, it's a lovely life.
That's
I love
my
your life. I'm jealous of it now.
yeah.
God, I need excitement
But
in mine.
I went into the country yesterday. It was beautiful here, a beautiful spring day, to the Tulip Festival. And I wanted to do some photography of flowers. But I tell you, along with 15 million other people that were at this Tulip Festival, like, can you just move out of the way so I can take a picture of this flower? Everyone was doing the selfies. It was crazy. Like next year, No, don't go. Do yourself a favour, don't go.
No,
That's
no.
good. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Anyway, I'm whinging. I'm whinging,
So
so
that's all
apologies.
right. I mean, that's fine. That's what we're here for.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's all good. All
We
good.
we we don't like whinging alone. We like to do it together. We've got a togetherness, you know.
Well, whinging's probably not the right word. I'm venting.
Same thing.
Among
Same
among
thing.
friends. No,
Yeah.
yeah, I guess.
Yeah. So
It's
who we
funny.
got?
Oh yeah, okay. Who have I
Sorry,
got
now just
today?
tell me
So
who you've got for tonight, so they're interested.
yeah, sure. So I've got one by Dwayne Leon Rankin.
Yes.
I think I've heard you read quite a few of his before. Yeah, I've got one here. I'm Sitting Here and Wandering by Dwayne Leon Rankin. I've got Your Shadow by, I hope I get this word right, this name, Vishti Libadine,
Yeah, it'll
Joe
be
Wiggins.
Joe Wiggins. Yeah,
Oh,
Vishti
okay, all right,
Libadine.
lovely.
That's her writing name is the Vishti Libadine. Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right. And that's called Your Shadow.
Yeah.
And then I've got one that has really touched me, Dancer for Money by Marianne Finch, or Lady Marianne, Dreamscapes and Nightmares Poetry.
Yes. That's Marianne.
That's one.
Marianne is in the audience with us tonight.
Okay, right. Yeah, that had an impact on me, that one.
Yeah.
When I read it to my boss, who her desk is next to mine, we've been friends more than 20 years. She always listens to my poetry. She's very good. When I read that one to her, she just went, wow. I went, I know, it's beautiful. So that one has touched me.
Yeah, I went wow as well when I read it. That's why I went to Mary. I've known Mary in a few years on the poetry circuit, yeah. And that one just stood out, and I thought I've got to have a piece of this for the show, yeah. And Marion very kindly just said yes, would be absolutely brilliant. Yeah, thank you.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
I'm pleased because it's a beautiful poem, and as they all are, but this one just touched something in me, and of course I'm going to selfishly read one of my own.
Oh yes, oh yes. Hello, so Alexandra.
I'm just seeing who's on there, but yeah, I wasn't quite sure which one I was going to read tonight. I thought I'd see how I go, but I might read The Surrender tonight. I think I might have sent it through to you, but I haven't had it anywhere else yet. I haven't had
No,
it
it's not. It's not been out on the page. No, I know that.
Yeah, I haven't put it out.
I've got it in email now. Hello, Svanhild, lovely. How are you? Svanhild and Alexandra come in. One poetry group.
I'm only in one poetry group. Yeah, but yeah. So they're the poems that I have tonight. So in which way would you like me to read them?
Oh, that's your choice, girl. You choose them exactly as you feel comfortable. Yeah.
All right. I'm going to leave my favourite for last. So I'm going to start with Your Shadow by Joe Wiggins. You good to go?
I'm good to go.
I've just got. Are you reading one of Scarlett's tonight? Sorry, I didn't get the from Oi Words.
I'm doing one from Stacey Ramshaw, is it?
Oh, okay. Yeah, no. Maybe you're doing one of hers next week. Yeah. That's okay. Sorry, she was just on my screen saying hello. She must be watching, maybe. All right.
I've not got it on my screen. This is the difference. Some people do and some people don't. No, not on my screen. This is wow.
She sent me a screenshot that you'd asked her to read one of her poems, so I wasn't sure if it was tonight or next week.
Do me a favour if you can. I could have over. Oh my God! I've fallen. Ouch.
No, I'd fallen. Sorry.
Ouch.
So sorry. My tripod's missing, you see.
I could have overlooked the poem, and if I did, I sincerely apologise. If I've overlooked the poem.
The Highlander, maybe the Highlander, maybe.
No, I would remember the name. Definitely, that name isn't there. But have I overlooked the poem? you will be in touch with the lady, yeah? Can you ask her to send it to me again? And I will definitely do it next week, Jennifer, yeah?
Okay, she's watching now anyway, so she'd be
Yeah.
hearing this. Yeah.
But I can't see it.
So you
This
can
is the
just push
problem.
out. Yeah. So yeah, we'll just I'll let her know to send it to you again. So I shall stop waffling and I will get on to this poem. How about that?
Go on.
Let me take a swig of my coffee. Hold on.
Now you do this
All
one,
right.
and I'll do one straight after you from Maxwell Ryder, yeah? And I'll go in
Yeah.
the
Okay.
way I
Right.
did with Marnie, yeah?
All right. Here we go. Your shadow. The shadow you cast stretched far and wide. With each step you took, reached the ocean wide, crossed over the sea to the land far away, towards the mountains where the winds have their say. Your shadow cast calm to those with a need to feel there is shelter from the man in his greed. It graced the downtrodden as a blanket of warmth, as they offered prayers to the God that they sought. Your voice can be heard by that of the faithful, by those who keep hope and gave love to the hateful, who stayed true to their souls and stayed far from evil. They lurked in the valley that remained so deceitful. Yes, the loyal proved strong when at times they had cried, and despite all the pain, as their loved ones had died, they knew that the day would come as a thief, as they should stay watchful or suffer the grief. For as your shadow walks the earth, advancing swiftly in widened girth, it starts as a calm to those with a need to feel there is shelter from man in his greed, to bring the light where it is needed the most, as prayed for by millions, their saviour and hope.
Do you
I
know?
am Vishti Liberdine, Joe Wiggins.
Yes. And I think
Yeah,
Maxwell nailed it there with his comment. Evil, deceitful, nice turn.
yeah,
And yes, Dale, it has
yeah.
got that wow factor to it. And I seen it the other day from Joe when Joe posted it. And I like Joe's writings as well. I like 99.9% of the poetry anyway.
Yeah,
But that one had a great touch to it for me the other day when I actually read it, yeah?
yeah. Now, look, look, we encounter the good, the bad, and the ugly every day, I guess.
Yeah.
That's how we present ourselves with how we deal with it, I guess. You can't let it get to you. You can't, it's hard not to take it personally, but, you know, everyone's got their own struggles. Everyone's fighting their own battles, I guess. And, yeah, you just got to stay strong to who you are, as in who you are as a person, and ebbs and flows, I guess.
It is all ebbs and flows, and it's twisting, winding rivers, isn't it? All the way through.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and you just got to get on with it.
Of course you do. Otherwise, you sink. You absolutely sink,
Yeah,
and it's not nice when you do. And I've sunken once before. I don't ever want to sink again. It's a horrible thing to happen.
oh,
But there's nothing saying it
yeah,
won't ever happen again. But at least we've had a view of the sinking as it has happened. You just try that bit harder not to let the sink
yeah.
kick in. Yeah.
That's a little bit ordinary, I think. Sinking's a bit ordinary.
Oh
I'm not a
yeah,
fan.
yeah. But when I jump into
I'm
the
not a
water,
fan.
I swim like a stone.
Oh, we do sometimes. We do.
The one
All
I'm
right, so
going to
you're going to.
read, yeah, the one I'm going to read to you now from Maxwell Ryder. It doesn't have a title, so Maxwell normally does not write with a title to his pieces anyway. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So I'm going to read Maxwell's one now. No title. Crickets get loud this time of year. The fall of leaves deaden in my ear over the quiet tempest of Mother Nature's feathery nest. A gridiron tramples fringe lunacies of men who once dreamt of being warriors, but became 9-to-5 quarriers. As barbarians wage war under a ring of fiery inebriation, A lady named Florence scatters her pestilence overhead, laying waste to Saturday plans, drowning farms, chickens, pigs, breaking river crests, one of the wettest hurricanes we've seen yet, said the president.
I like it. I think that's I like the quote in there, like the once were warriors or the 9 to 5.
The 9 to
I'd
5
have to read it
Warriors,
again.
yeah. The 9 to 5
Yeah,
Warriors, yeah.
that's it's a bit sad. Like,
Yeah.
you know, you're stuck in the daily grind, I guess. But oh yeah, we're all warriors at heart, really, aren't we?
And it's like you said, the Gridiron tramples fringe lunacies. I mean, the whole world looks like it's a set of lunatics at the moment. Nobody, it's just pure lunacy all over the place. Well, we're distracted by one
Yeah.
thing to be distracted to another thing, to be distracted to something else. It's absolute lunacy. Where has the brain matter gone from all of us? Really?
I don't know. It's out there in who knows?
Exactly. Ah, well, thank you, Maxwell, for bringing us through that, because that should
Yeah, I
waken
like
up
that.
one or two. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one. It was very good, very good. So
No,
you let me know when you.
it's you.
No, it's
Hello,
me.
Ed
Okay.
Clinton. How are you? Ed, hope everything is well.
Okay, so I'm going to do the I'm Sitting Here and Wondering by Dwayne Leon Rankin. I like his style, actually. It's very good. All right, here we go. So I'm sitting here and wondering what you think about all day when you sit all by yourself with your mind so far away. Could it be you're thinking of me as your thoughts are wandering far? Are you wondering what I'm thinking as you're staring at the stars? I'd like to know just what you see as you sit and gaze all night, when you're sitting all alone, staring at the moon so bright. Could it be my face you're seeing on the moon up there? Are you wishing that I was close, wishing for this night to share? I'm sitting here and wondering what you think about all day, what you see inside your mind when your thoughts are far away. By Dwayne Leon Rankin.
He's an old romantic. He's an old romantic. Oh my God, Dwayne, I
Yeah,
love it. Absolutely love it, mate.
and then some.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
very romantic.
absolutely.
Yeah.
How would you like to swing on a star? Yeah, come on, Dwayne, give us more. Oh my God, mate. You've got me all fluttering here, fella. I'm going to have a lump on my head in a minute.
Yeah, I like that one. Sorry, you just lost me again. I fell over.
You did, you fell
But
again. Are you sure that's
I
coffee and
know.
not wine?
It's that goddamn tripod. It's that tripod. But like, who doesn't dream of having a poem like that written about them?
Me.
You know, it's you do dream about it, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Like, you know, when someone's looking up at the stars, like, you know, that they're thinking of you at the same time. I think it's a beautiful concept and it's a beautiful thought. Like, oh, we all want that.
I love the way
You know.
Dwayne puts his imagery to his pieces. I really do.
Yeah,
He can
that is
he
good.
can make you feel like you're actually swinging on a star with some of the pieces he writes. Yeah.
Yeah. God, everyone thinks I'm a bit drunk or something. Well, I know I'm not. I swear to God, I'm not. But it's it's that. I'm gonna let the tripod go. It's gone. I'll have to buy a new one. I'm sure no one's gonna bring it back to me.
Well, it's like Sheila
anyway.
said, that one is legless anyway.
True.
God almighty, we got a whole audience of comics tonight. I love it.
Oh, it's good. It's good. You gotta have a bit of mirth there. It's good.
Now the next one I have
So,
is quite a long one,
Yep.
Jennifer. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's called The Backyard Swing. Now I might be shooting myself in the foot here because I forgot to put the poetess's name to the piece,
Uh-oh.
and I'm gonna risk my neck on this one. I really am, and I think it's Jeannie
Right.
Kirchin has wrote this one. Yeah, unless you give me a choice to
Yep.
pick from poems, I'd ask Jeannie for one. Yeah. So this one is
Mm-hmm.
called The Backyard Swing, and I'm gonna give all credit to Jeannie Kirchin because I'm nearly sure I'm right. Yeah.
Yep.
In the backyard swing she sits, a tear slips down her cheek. She looks to the heavens and sings to God. She knows he will listen to her heart's cry. Mama cares, but Mama is more concerned about her own life, rather than worry about a little girl who craves her love and attention. And Daddy is mean, someone to be feared. Daddy works hard, making money to pay the bills, but the little girl is to be seen, but not heard. When she tries to speak, she is silenced by a look from her daddy, and she knows she must be quiet or suffer the consequences. Neither parent take the time to even know what the little girl thinks. Her words are not important. She is quiet and shy from years of belittling. And so she sits on the swing, slowly swinging back and forth, swinging high to reach the heavens. And she talks to God. She tells him her fears. She tells him her hopes and her dreams. She knows there's a God in heaven who loves her when no one else gives her the time of day. She knows he listens to her every word. She's not afraid of God. She knows he's gentle, kind, and loving. When she talks to God and sings his song, she is at peace. For only in his presence does she feel confident and truly loved. Mama had her own set of problems, and Daddy had his. They didn't know or understand how much her heart cried out for their love. She never got hugs or heard, I love yous. No one said you're beautiful or special, but she knew in God's eyes she was all that and even more. The backyard swing was her special place, for it was there she felt the love of both a mother and a father, the love of a heavenly Father, the love of God, there on that backyard swing.
Oh,
Oh, it's sad, that one, isn't it? That one is really, really sad. It's
yeah.
sad, and it's kind of inspiring too, into it from the child's point of view, all the losses, but what she found within herself. I mean, I've heard so
Yeah.
many people over the years say that when they actually pray and they pray to their God, the inner
Yeah.
peace they feel just by relieving their problem from within
Yeah.
themselves to without. I mean,
Yeah.
anybody who has a faith and can stick to their faith, no matter what their faith or belief may be,
Yeah.
has to be a strength within them. Has to offer
Oh, yeah.
strength. Otherwise, you've got nothing to grip onto,
Yeah.
nothing to grab.
Oh, it's just, oh, sad.
It
It's
is,
sad, really.
it is, yeah. But still, I know we're in 2018. Uh, but whether that's from a time pre 2018 or even in the same day, it still happens. The
Yeah.
human
Oh, it's,
race, the human race will always be the human race, no matter what. It's never
yeah.
going to be perfect. It never was perfect, and it's not going to
Yeah.
change
Yeah.
anytime soon. But it is,
Yeah. Look, I
yes.
think, look, there's so many, books written on how to be the perfect parent and, how to, there's no, look, there is right and wrong, of course, but
Yeah.
each one of us is capable of something different, I guess. But I being a parent's not easy, but I tell you, being a child that doesn't get the love, oh, it's just they're so resilient, really, children, and can find that inner happiness on their own, and oh, it's just sad. It's
It
sad.
is
I mean,
so.
it's beautiful. It's touching, and it's survival of the human spirit, really, isn't it? Like that, she hasn't let it get her down. She's still, I don't know. has faith, and yeah, that was.
I've lost your sound, Jennifer. No, I've lost you actually. Not just your sound. You've stilled out on me. So, Jennifer, you will have to come back into me, darling. Go back out, come back in. If you go out of the show, come back into the show. I'll bring you back on, hon, once I've got your camera in front of you. I'm gonna carry on, guys, while I'm waiting for Jennifer to go out and come back in. She's stilled out. And I'm gonna go to an Untitled by Stacey Ramshaw. This is only a short little poem. It's a lovely little piece. How many seconds to close the door? Minutes to register he isn't yours anymore. Hours to cry out the sting of betrayal. Days and days till you feel no more stable. A month may go by, you see him again. A year of lies and almost goodbyes. How many seconds to close the door and choose a new path? The world is yours. Yeah, sometimes we can take so long to close that door, and then we regret it for years to come. Horrible, horrible situation.
I'm so
Good
sorry.
evening. No, 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 no. No, it went off. We just did. Once it goes off, even if it's me, I will switch off and I'll switch back on as well and come straight back to hopefully to the same point. But no, 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 no. There's no need for an apology. This happens. I mean,
Sorry.
you're on the other side. Well, you're down there somewhere underneath me in the world, you know. So we're doing well
I'm
to
a
even get
total
a
mess. I'm a
connection.
total mess today. I'm a total mess.
Welcome to my world of every day.
Oh God. Okay. All right. Sorry, you were reading. I'm so sorry to interrupt.
No, no, it's okay.
Were you reading?
I've just done one.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's your turn now.
Okay. All right. So I'm up to my it's called Dancer for Money by Marianne Finch.
I love
From
this.
Dreamscapes and Nightmares Poetry. Okay, here we go. Oh. The strobe lights pick out her body so fine as she gyrates her hips just this one more time. That's what she tells herself every week. But the chance of her leaving this game is so weak. She hates every second, each lustful man, but she's supporting her baby the best that she can. Pregnant at 14, hadn't even left school, wouldn't listen, this wild child, the worst kind of fool. Disowned by her father, her mother remarried. Nothing but her own love for the child that she carried. Oh, I've got goosebumps. She tried to get work, but no qualifications made her accept this job in desperation. For 2 years now, she's teased men on stage, goes home to her daughter, turns over a page. When she's away from this dump, she's a very good mother. This part of her life she would change for no other. So she tells herself weekly that she's performed her last dance, endures her last unwelcome advance. She's not intelligent, funny or smart, so perhaps she should just have given up at the start. Just use the talent that she was God-given and shake her oiled body once more to the rhythm. You know, she I'm not sure if that's written about her or someone she knows or it's her life experience, but I
It is
bow
a life
down to that. I bow
Yeah.
down to that because it's the heart of a lioness. Like, what wouldn't you do to provide for your
offspring, your
child?
children. Yeah.
And you know, and if your only avenue is to, you know, shake your booty for money and you've got the talent to do it, all the power to you. Like,
Oh
all the
yes,
power to,
absolutely.
you know, whose perception that it's, you know, it's a talent, and I think it's, oh, it makes me sad. Like it touched me in so many ways, because oh, it's a struggle. You know, life is a struggle,
Yes.
and we do what we can. We do what we can, and as I say, all the power to you. I bow down to that. I bow down that she keeps going.
Yes.
You
And
know?
sometimes you've got to walk the darkest streets and corridors, jump into the deepest holes in order to
Yeah,
climb back to some light. And yes,
yeah,
hats off. Absolutely
yeah,
hats off.
yeah.
To
And the
have,
thing is, you know, when she's up there on stage, yes, these people, men, women, might be, you know, watching her dance, admiring her body, but no one's actually touching her heart and her soul. That's, she keeps that for herself, and she
for
keeps that for her
herself,
daughter
yes.
and her loved ones. So no one can touch that.
Yeah,
And you know, yeah, I think, you know, well done, babe. Well done. I
absolutely.
like that.
And
Yeah,
Marianne,
yeah,
thank you for that as well. My God, absolutely beautiful piece that.
yeah.
I've
I
got,
hope I did that justice. It's, you know, I've
you
thought
did,
about
you
it a
done it
lot during the
great.
week. Yeah, you know, it made me think of uh yeah, the lioness, the alpha female in a wolf pack. Like, it's, you know, how they provide, and that's what we do. We it's our job, really, isn't it, to provide for our offspring.
We're
And
survivors. We have to be.
yeah, yeah, and it's beautiful. I love that one. I'm going to look out for her stuff, because I really liked her stuff. Yeah,
Oh, beautiful.
beautiful.
I'm just
Yeah,
gonna say
gorgeous.
hello to Colette Crow and Linda B.
I
Scanlon,
see her.
two newbies that's just come in, yeah.
Yep,
Delighted
yep,
to see the two ladies here, yeah. Um,
yep.
I've got one called A Lover's Morning by Kim
Oh,
Michelle
okay.
Thomas, yeah.
All right.
To
Yep,
follow on from the one you've just done, yeah.
yep.
It was the hardest thing to do, leaving you, for both our sakes. It was my best move, no matter our heartbreak. I thought I would never recover for not being able to be there with you, for you, to love you forever, even though I had myself convinced, far too long trying, that I could possibly save you from yourself. I held the ship's wheel in a tight grip to steer our vessel clear. So long, I was not able to handle your hurricanes and storms. It took years for my mind not to think of you, each morning, noon, and night. Your name resounding throughout every fibre of my life, mourning someone who was not so good for me. The mornings crept slowly back into my world, realizing my own dawn's light that now shines so bright. You were a chapter in my love story, teaching me the things I needed to learn to become confident and trusting myself, knowing what I did not want. I believe a loss of any type of relationship can feel almost like a death had occurred, leaving one in love's loss of mourning, healing in God's time. This too passes away. I believe in forgiveness. I believe love never dies. It can change, yet it never leaves us, living in a different compartment of our heart, whether we would admit it or not. Mr. Mixon, I never got the chance to tell you. I hope you are able to love and are being loved fully. I hope you are well, dancing in all ways. Just say, for your information, I don't hold a grudge. They weigh one down from being able to fly. I hope you fly. Silly me. I could not go down with the ship.
Well,
Wow. Wow.
it made me have tears in my eyes. Thank you very much.
As we
And
said, as we say each week, there are poems that just have something that could hit the majority. And
Yeah.
I mean, relationships are worse than death in the best of times because
God.
more of them break down and fall apart than death brings us down. It's really and truly, you
Oh,
wonder why we have things called relationships.
I know. I know.
Honestly.
I know. I know.
Hello, Wendy
Thanks.
Rycroft. Sorry,
Good one.
Jennifer. It was a good and very, very good one. Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Kim Michelle, for giving us that. That's absolutely wow. That's a hitter. That is.
Yeah.
Do you know, if we were in the Ashes now, that'd have been a 6.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think yeah, we've all had the sting of yeah, something lost that we didn't want lost, I guess, and you know, yeah, we want to know that that person's thinking of us or that we had an impact on their life, and we don't always speak the words, I guess, to say it for whatever reason, but yeah, that poem was beautiful. I like that. It was very good. Very good.
Oh, that was a very, very touching piece. That was absolutely.
Yeah.
Hello, Paul Griffiths. Hello, how are you,
Yeah.
Paul? Oh, yes, very, very hard hitting. Hello, Wendy
Yeah.
Rycroft.
Yeah. Very good. I liked it. So
Oh,
I'm definitely reread that one again. Yeah, I liked
oh,
it.
yes, definitely.
Yes. So, okay. So you're ready for me to go on to my one?
Um, they call me ever ready. You know that battery? Yeah, I'm ever ready. I'm ready all the
Okay.
time.
Little pepper. Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know. Good to know. Noted. Noted. Okay. So this one is called The Surrender. So I'm reading this one off my laptop, so I don't have a printout of it. So it must be sitting on my desk at work. So here we go. So it's called, I've only just written this one, as you know, a couple of weeks ago. I haven't put it up anywhere yet. Yeah, I just wasn't sure on this one, but it's called The Surrender. So let me just put the font a little bit bigger because I should get some glasses, I guess.
Hey,
All right.
I've just had to zoom mine up as well. It must be
Oh,
contagious. Wow.
I've got one of those mini laptops, so it's a little bit small, but
Yeah, I've got the
okay,
nine
here
and a
we go.
half, 10 inch, yeah.
Oh, yes. So The Surrender. Oh, God. Of all the lives I have lived, of all the things I have seen, one thing remains the same through the bellowing halls of eternity. I have at times been the centre of the fire. I have at times lost the war. At times my feet trudging the bloodied ground, waving the white flag of surrender. I have to admit that at times it has been my hand that has pulled the trigger. It has, at times, been my head on the chopping block. Yes, my head has rolled. I have to admit that at times my hand has guided the executioner's arm. Hold on, let me just go down a little bit. Of all the lives I have lived, of all the things I've seen, one thing remains the same through the bellowing halls of eternity. I have at times ruled the land as I sat on my queenly throne. I have passed judgment on the people in front of me. Yes, I am ashamed to admit I have judged. Pride and ego guiding my thoughts. I have also known the scorpion's sting of being judged. Oh, yes, I have been harshly judged. I have at times known incredible sadness, where tears are my constant companion, but I have also known incredible happiness, with the giggles spilling from my lips and drifting along on the breeze. Of all the lives I've lived, of all the things I've seen, one thing remains the same through the bellowing halls of eternity. I have at times planted a seed. The fertile ground's rich and love has blossomed. The smell thick and sweet in the air. On the flip side, I have also walked alone in deep winter's orchard, where the trees are bare and the ground frozen. I have to admit These have been the longest winters of my life. O blessed spring, hurry up, come and thaw this frozen heart. O blessed spring, hurry up, your sweet touch of rebirth is needed. O blessed spring, help me surrender. Of all the lives I've lived, of all the things I've seen, one thing remains the same through the bellowing halls of eternity. I have met you in all of my lives. You are my surrender. You are imprinted on my soul. I have tried to fight it many times. I admit the fight has been raging still. But one thing remains the same through the bellowing halls of eternity. I surrender. There you go.
Absolutely brilliant. Beautiful piece that. Wow. Wow.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
just like I said to you earlier, I love when life and the seasons and the birth of spring, the death of the fall, the wipeout of winter, and the realignment
Yeah,
of spring again into summer for the
yeah,
bloom. Wow.
yeah,
Life is no
yeah,
different to nature's life itself, whether it's human life or any other form of life.
yeah,
Wow. Wow.
yeah.
What brought you to write that particular piece? Can you remember? Where you
Um,
were, what moment you were in when you wrote that one?
well, look, it's I guess the last year for me, recovering from heartbreak, I guess. It's been a long winter for me. It's been devastating in many ways for me. But I guess I've done some reflecting and meditation and all that stuff that you do to try and overcome it all, I guess, or understand. We don't always understand, but I think, but it's also being honest about, you know, our part in things, I guess. We can't always just say it's someone else's fault. We every word we say, as I teach my children, be careful what you say, because once the words leave your
You
lips,
can't
they're,
take
they're
him
there,
back.
they're out there.
Yeah,
That's right. You can never. So you should, stop, go through the gates, whatever. Is it necessary? Is it useful? Is it, all that sort of thing. So I guess that the surrender is, yeah, things don't always turn out how we expect, I guess. But also owning who we are in the story,
yes,
and and um, everything, the good, the bad, and the ugly. I always talk about it. I guess it's there's always a bit of good. There's always a positive in every negative. So it's just learning to see that the negative, and I mean, sorry, not the negative. Learning to see the positive and accepting, you know, the negative, I guess, and the negative's not always on the other side.
no, it's
It
not. And again, it comes
can be a
back to our
well.
it, it comes back to our accepting our responsibility for the problem itself. We can't just give
Yeah,
100% to one side. Something
yeah,
in there is something that we have contributed to. We have to be
yeah,
able to be big enough to admit to it and make that
yeah,
an
yeah,
acceptance. Yeah.
yeah,
But I just love how you put it into the piece in the globe of the whole piece.
yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah,
there's
yeah,
so much in there. There is so much in there, and it doesn't lean one way or the other. It has a middle ground
yeah,
in the piece. The piece has a middle
yeah,
ground, which is
yeah,
something we seem to fail to recognize when we're going through the emotions of it at the time. We don't see the middle ground. There is no middle ground as far as
yeah,
we're concerned. Everybody else is wrong. But that
yeah,
is that is that is the truth of it, yeah. We don't
yeah,
see our own wrongs. I love
yeah.
it. That was beautiful, Jennifer. Absolutely beautiful.
And I think we're meant to meet. We take something, we learn from everything, every experience that we have, I guess. And the beautiful thing about it is, I've always written poetry, even as a child, but this last year, the amount of poetry I've written, through this heartbreak. It's just my way of, I guess, healing. Has been amazing. So I thank the situation for that, and for bringing all that out. It's put me in this amazing place, talking to you fine people, connecting with people all over the world, because we all have a story to tell, and
Yes.
and it's beautiful. We're waking up every day. We're still here, and it's gorgeous. I think it's gorgeous. If you can put the sadness away and all that sort of stuff, it's still a bit sad. You still cry. You're still like,
Of course.
go,
I
really,
mean,
really, what?
crying is
Like
one of
that?
the greatest cleansers we've ever had, whether you're a male or a female. I mean, I had a great cry a few
Yeah,
years back, and I will never ever forget it. I felt absolutely wonderful the next day. It was like I'd washed
yeah,
something out of my system that I should
yeah,
have washed out long before I washed it out. But
yeah,
yes, crying is not a bad thing, and it's the same. Not being okay is okay. People said, of course it's okay because it isn't
yeah,
okay. God,
yeah, yeah,
and we need
yeah,
to remember, no matter what country, what race, what creed, what colour, it doesn't matter. The one common
yeah,
thing we all have is we are human.
yeah,
Each and every one of us are human. Get
yeah.
over it, guys, and just be human.
It's funny. I remember at the beginning of this heartbreak thing. Tears were they were my constant companion, I guess. And at my work, they did these little flashcards. So every time I started crying, they would like go past my desk with a flashcard with various different messages on them. And they were very supportive. It was quite good. But now it's just like, if I get to those moments, they're just like, wrap it up.
Yeah, put it away.
Wrap it up. I'm like, yeah, I get it. I get it.
Oh, brilliant. Absolutely
No,
brilliant.
it's funny. But, look, if you're surrounded by great friends, a lot of my poetry talks about great friendships, because I'm a big believer in friendships and love. And I always talk about the same thing, like the ruby slippers, the wind in my hair. I tend to talk about that a lot in my poetry. And one thing that I was thinking yesterday in my country drive was thinking about the poem, the dancer one. I wanted her to take a moment and flick her ruby slippers, and would she be surprised when she wakes, or opens her eyes, that she's in the same spot that she was? Maybe this is where she's meant to be at this
Exactly.
point in
Yes.
time.
Yeah.
So just because it might not feel like we all have dreams when we're children of what we want to be when we grow up, it doesn't always turn out that way, I guess. And it's just accepting who we are in this moment in time.
Yes.
So
Absolutely.
it doesn't mean it's the wrong place. It just means we are where we are. Anyway, that's my my little
Oh, Jennifer, thanks a million for coming on with your poetry tonight and the
my
poems you've
pleasure.
read
My
for us.
pleasure.
And
Yeah, my
I look
pleasure.
forward to seeing you next Sunday. Do you want me
Yeah.
to send you some more again during the week? Yes?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I
By
shall
all
send you some again
Yeah.
during the week. Have a lovely
Yeah.
week ahead. And
Yeah, you
again,
too.
thanks a million. It's been a pleasure talking to
No,
you again.
my pleasure.
Thank you so much. Jennifer, have a lovely week ahead. And I'll
Yeah,
see you
you
on
have a fab week.
Sunday. I'll send them straight over to
Yeah.
you in email, yeah?
Yeah, good. Excellent.
Excellent. Jennifer, ta-da, hon. Have a great night. Or
All
day. Ta-da.
right. Bye.
Jennifer Polonetsky. What can I say, ladies and gentlemen? Some beautiful poetry there coming in from Jennifer. Hello, Christine Barker. Nice to see you back from your training skills with the musics. Absolutely brilliant seeing you here. My next poem, ladies and gentlemen, is Tell Me Why by Kathy Wagner Coates. At the day's end, she counts on the crisp white moon to collect the debris misplaced and left behind. to puzzle together the scattered pieces of her heart, her soul, and remnants of her mind, to extinguish the words carelessly spoken in haste, or the deeds committed in the poorest of taste. The moon, she knows all too well the woes of a woman who lives in a world she still refuses to taste, without the bitterness of turmoil remaining upon the edges of her tongue. And why, tell me why, she has forgotten the lyrics to her song, once beautifully sung. Oh, thank you, Kathy Wagner Coates. It's a lovely little piece. I've got no one to bounce off of this one, but that is a lovely, lovely little piece. And when we lose the song that we used to sing, we can feel very alone. Wow. Hank Buchman. You know I read this guy every week. Oh, thank you, Maxwell. My favourite piece of the week. This is just a personal favourite. I've nearly grown up on these now with Hank. The Nightly Vigil. The Journals of Rev Buchman. I sit in the dark of this saloon, trapped here by my own unflagging sense of duty. My work begins at midnight, when the cowboys step into that next level of drunkenness, and the dance hall girls stop charging and dance the way they want to. Not the sheriff or the marshal, or even a deputy, but everybody knows who rules the hours in this dusty town, from midnight till dawn. So go to sleep, my children. I'll be here, watching, making sure the sin and the sinners stay here where they belong, and leave you alone. The whiskey is just to keep me going. There is no pleasure for me in it anymore. The times are long gone when a bottle or a woman could bring me any amount of joy. Now it's just a matter of breathing in the sorrow, and watching and listening and waiting. I'm making a list. The Reverend is on one again. I reckon he's going to be filling that 6-shooter soon, getting ready to go and clean up the town of all the sinning cowboys. And he's going to sin more himself with the whiskey. Ah, dear, oh dear, oh dear. I've just gotten from Jesse Batista. Shh, don't say I said. Hello, Stephen McGeady. How are you? I've gotten a quote in from Jesse, because I had no quote, by the way. Got a quote in from Jesse. I'm going to read it off the phone, and I like this quote actually. And it's from a Buddhist monk and peace activist. People say walking on water is a miracle, but to me, walking peacefully on earth is the real miracle. You know, Jesse, I love the thoughts of that piece. God, I don't think any of us can live long enough to see man walking in peace on this rock, blue marble floating in space. He just doesn't know how to. He likes power too much. It's absolutely wow. But I love the quote. Here we are. It's miraculous we're actually walking here at all on this on this earth. I think I have more quotes here actually, guys. Here we go. I do. And I got one more poem, by the way. But I'm going to do the quotes first. These are from Nina. Nina sent me 4 lovely quotes. Forgive others, not because they deserve forgiveness, but because you deserve peace. I love that quote. When you do forgive somebody, you walk away from the incident and the problem, and you've got inner peace for yourself. Oh, I love that one. Absolutely love that one. Wow. A bird sitting on a tree is never afraid of the branch breaking, because her trust is in not on the branch, but on its own wings. Always believe in yourself. You can't fail unless you let yourself fail. If it doesn't work on one thing, go to another. Something will come. The next one. When you can't control what's happening, challenge yourself to control the way you respond to what's happening. That's where your power is. Very, very similar to the one above. Be strong, but not rude. Be kind, but not weak. Be humble, but not timid. Be proud, but not arrogant. Do you know there's a there's a tiny hair's breadth of difference between each one, isn't there? Be kind, but not weak. Sometimes people take your kindness to be a shortfall for yourself until you show your teeth, which is unfortunate. Sometimes you have to. And you show your teeth because you're not going to be taken for a fool. You're going to be strong, but you're not going to be rude about it. You'd be very diplomatic. I mean, I know a couple of people who are diplomatic in these situations, and I count myself among them. Yeah, I love the quotes. The quotes are brilliant. They're so full of boost. The lady I have and the one I've kept for last is our comedic for the end of the night. That's true, Jesse. What if they are? Well, that's when they use their wings to fly, isn't it? I hope. Conquers Bonkers by Sheila Webb. Sheila, thank you very much for our comedic to end the night with. I knew just what I had to do to achieve a spider-free home. I'd read it on the internet, under Have a Spider-Free Zone. Apparently it was easy as ABC. So I read with the greatest interest and thought, okay, we'll see. The remedy was conkers. Yes, 'twas easy as that. And I had to spread them out about a bit, from a high shelf to the mat. I put one behind the sofa and one behind the TV, then two on the hearth and the window ledge, then made me a cup of tea. Oh yeah, get in there. But all my fears came into one, as there across the floor strutted an enormous archind of a size never seen before. I watched him walk round the sofa, then over towards the TV, but the conkers were just not doing their job, as he looked just fine to me. He strolled across the fireside hearth with a bold and fearless gait, without a care, without a sigh, and without him meeting his fate. But then at last it happened. That spider lay flat and dead when a conker fell off the window ledge and bonked him on the head. Ah, yeah! You got him, the archive is gone, yeah! Oh, thank you, Sheila. I'm going conkers bonkers now. I'm going to try it out sometime, actually, because I've seen loads of conkers today on the way down to the flat. Absolutely loads of conkers. It was brilliant. You know, ladies and gentlemen, guys, you are a brilliant audience, and thanks very much for being with me tonight. I've actually loved Hello Sus Hamburg. I've loved your company again tonight. I love coming here on Sunday. I love all your poetry. And I'll go looking for more of you again, starting from tomorrow morning. I will go looking for more poetry for next week. And there's one or two I've got to chase up that I might have missed out on. But really and truly, thanks to every one of you who have sent in poetry. And it's been brilliant seeing you all again here tonight. And I can't name you all one by one, unfortunately. So hopefully I can catch up in the comments with you all. And I am gorgeous. I'll always, at the end of the show, always say goodnight to you, my girl. Thanks a million for being with me. And Sheila Webb, thanks a million for your poem, and all the poetesses. Dale, have a great week ahead. Everybody have a wonderful week ahead. May your God go with you. May it be so fruitful and given to each and every one of you. Jesse, thank you so very much for the quotes tonight. I appreciate And Nina, thank you too for sending me the quotes in. Goodbye, Alexandra. Have a great week ahead. So, Sandberg, have a lovely week ahead, and thank you very much for a wonderful evening. Night, night, Diane. Love you all to pieces, and I hope to see you all here again next Sunday, please God. Good night and God bless everybody, and thanks for being with me at the Dear John Show. Ed Clinton, have a great week, my man. A great week.